Hi, welcome in. Welcome to my channel. My name is Maureen and this is Love Goddess Tarot. I'm so excited to do your reading today. Today's pick a card love reading is going to focus on messages for you about what's coming next in love. And specifically, we're going to zone in on new love, new opportunities. Obviously, whatever comes up, and I'll talk to you about that. You have three choices right today, okay? So your first job is to make your choice, pick your pile. If you can't decide, no worries. Go ahead and listen to as many as you're called to listen to. You can even listen to the entire reading and then pick and choose what resonates, okay? Group one, you have the sphere, which is rose quartz. Group two, that would be the gold heart. And group three is the turquoise. The timestamps will be below so you can skip ahead. 1, 2, 3. I'll see you in just a minute. Hey, number one, let's get started with your reading about what's coming next in love. We're going to put this little sphere over here and take a look at your cards today. We're starting with the Jack of Clubs. This is the illuminated tarot, by the way, in case you're interested in the deck and if you like it yourself. The Eight of Clubs and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Well, I definitely feel a sense of adventure coming for you when it comes to love. We do have this idea of something moving quickly. We have someone coming in who feels like they feel very friendly. They feel like someone who is a free spirit. This is new energy. This is feeling very new, very exciting for you. This is the Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands, 10 of Pentacles for those of you that are interested in the traditional kind of interpretations. But let's start here with the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is, knights usually bring some sort of news, information. There's a, kind of an old sort of school of thought that when a knight appears, give them a glass of water because they've had a long journey. So it's like this person is possibly traveling a far distance, especially with wands. This could also indicate that this opportunity or this person comes to you because of travel, okay? Or maybe they live in a foreign city. I'm also seeing a lot of gold here. Gold, the color, gold jewelry, gold in general. But this person is feeling like someone new, someone friendly, someone who's a free spirit, somebody who's got a lot of upbeat, positive energy, okay? Somebody who moves fast, okay? I'm feeling Sagittarius. I'm feeling moves fast. And the reason we're talking moves fast is right here. We've got the Eight of Wands or the Eight of Clubs, okay? This is about, kind of a lot of stuff going on, okay? Or moving quickly, moving fast. There's abundance around this connection. So I almost feel like this happens fast for you, okay? I feel like this person comes in, things move kind of fast. There's also, like with this picture, this card, there's a bird on a nest, right? And so I see the little eggs underneath. So I'm thinking like possibly family moving fast, okay? Like moving fast to a commitment or moving fast to living together, moving fast to meeting the family. You know how a lot of times people are like, you're not going to meet my family right away, or you might feel, I'm not going to take this person around my family unless it's really, really serious, right? So it's like there's this energy of starting out fun, exciting, moving quickly, and boom, there's a lot of security here too, though, which is interesting because this is all about the family. This is the family matters. This is home, family home. This is money, security. There's also a lot of money here. Like maybe even this person has a family business or has wealth, like from their inherited wealth, like family money kind of thing, like a, you know, they just, there's some sort of security here, which is interesting because this feels like someone who's like kind of this free spirit, but they actually do kind of want tradition. So it's almost like unexpected. It's like this friendly person, this free spirit, this is fun, but it also ends up with potential for something long-term, which is really interesting. Yeah, because we have the abundance here. There's also maybe a question of, I don't know whether it's you or it's this person, about choosing security over fun, wanting security. Because this, you know, your last card is about security in a lot of ways. You know what's interesting? It's a 10 of diamonds, brings you diamonds, comes through too. Listen, this person may pop the question at their family home or in front of family. Okay, I'm just going to throw that out there, but that's a possibility here. It's popping the question, bringing you diamonds in front of family home. Okay. Now, the other interesting thing besides this travel, so maybe some of you have trips planned. In terms of dates, there's very strong signature here for mid-November, like say November 15th to 21st, which maybe some of you are traveling home for family Thanksgivings, things like that if you're American. And then there's also December. Okay, so what I see here is a big shift and a big change coming for you. Okay, there's some sort of invitation, person coming into your life quickly. Okay, I feel like it's kind of like unexpected, but I feel like also there's eggs here, so it might move real fast, if you know what I mean. There could be even children, having children, but also like moving, you know, moving your nest, moving your home. So it could even be moving your home or your possessions and your things to a foreign city. Okay, I do feel like there's a lot of wealth. There's a lot of gold coming through, diamonds, gold, jewelry, bringing you diamonds. Maybe even this person is someone who would give you an engagement ring that was in their family. Okay, yeah. That's what it feels like. It feels like this person has a lot of energy. It's swift. It's moving fast. There's wealth here. There's abundance. There's security with this person, even though maybe it wouldn't seem like it at first. But I think there's a lot of shift and change coming for you, starting mid-November, which is right around now, through December. And I do also feel like this person could have Sag placement, Sag moon, rising sun, or there could be that foreign connection. Interesting. Okay, let's see what else we have here for this connection for number one. Anything else you need to know? Advice. Ooh, okay. So it might move so fast that you really feel like you need to talk to someone about it and say, is this crazy? Am I moving too fast? Okay, you might pull cards. You might reach out to me and say, will you do a 3-card or 6-card reading for me? I'd probably say yes, but even though right now I'm not doing them. Okay, so this is interesting. There's Capricorn with that 10 of diamonds, which is the 10 of pentacles or 10 of coins in the traditional. Okay, there you go with family money. There you go with security. That's a really solid sort of traditional family situation. Okay, this could also connect with work for some, but also I just really felt like I just kind of feel like this one's in the wrong place for me. So sorry, I'm adjusting while I'm talking here. This is where that sort of stability comes from, that family structure. This also, I mean, the person could be a Capricorn, but also interesting because I said November, December, you know, 21st, 22nd is the time that we switch from Sag to Capricorn. So it could also be a timing message, right? Because you have so much Sag here and so much December energy. So, interesting. I love it. There's always with Capricorn a connection to work. Someone, like I said, who has a family business, someone who's very successful, goal-oriented, and also just wealthy. I can't help it. It just feels wealthy, this reading. Fix it. Now, this is kind of interesting because I feel like this family, like, makes stuff. Like, they have, like, some sort of company that they produce something material, like something that it's not just like an internet company, you know what I mean? It's like something physical. I don't know why. That's not generally how I feel about that card, but I do today. So I'm going to pull one more and then tie it up. Yeah, it's like this happens fast. You guys like literally are in a love knot so fast. This is very unexpected for you. Yeah, I just feel like you move to a really tight connection very quickly. Let's see if we can pull any cards here about anything else we need to know. Any advice about this connection for number one? Any advice? Wow! The Queen of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, with the 10. Okay, the advice is go for security, go for luxury, go for the stability. You're going to feel very comfortable. Even if this starts quickly, just know that it has that long-term potential. Focus on what you value, focus on what is important to you about your security. But the Queen is very nurturing, right? She's very much connected to family, to entertaining, to making people feel comfortable. So that's the advice here, is to really, really connect with that energy and really be open to that, okay? Because that is, I guess, where the true happiness lies for you. Let's roll the Astro dice, see if there's any other signs and symbols for you about this connection. Okay, Taurus, Gemini, and Mars. Okay, Mars is about taking action. Mars can also be that energy of movement, because the Mars symbol almost looks like these wands in the air, like the 8 of Wands. So again, I just feel like travel, movement, change. Mars is also the ruler of Aries, and we have a lot of fire here, so there could be an Aries involved. Gemini. Gemini is about communication. There could be a Gemini here. You might be a Gemini or have Gemini placements. Sometimes when this comes up, it really connects for me with twin flame energy. And you also have Taurus. Taurus is an earth element, earth energy, the Queen of Coins here, the Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. This is about comfort, money, security. Again, I just feel like there's a lot around this person in terms of money, okay? Let's get some letters today. What do you think? I feel like we need letters. Okay, we have T, P, blank, N, O, and you have E, C, A, and T. Okay, so this can be a person's name, initials, a place, something, even just a word, just something that is in your intuition, something that is connecting you with this person. So there you go. That is your reading for today. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. All that stuff's free. It really helps me. If you really want to, you can also find the green heart below and leave me a tip and donate to my channel. Thank you, thank you. I got one yesterday. I am so grateful. I'm gonna post about it. And If you are interested in a reading, you can reach out. I offer them occasionally, but I can keep you on the waiting list if you email me. And let's see what else. I think that's it for today. I am sending you so much love, and I'll see you really soon. Take care. Hi, number 2. Let's get started with your reading. You picked the beautiful gold heart. You have the 2 of diamonds. It's reversed. The 2 of wands or clubs, reversed. Okay, so we have 2 2s right next to each other. And the King of Hearts. Also the King of Cups in the traditional. Okay, so this is interesting. So because we're starting with 2s, we know that obviously we're talking about a partnership, but also it's about a decision, a choice, a lot of times. But let's start here with the 2 of diamonds, which let me turn it over so you can see it upright. It looks like a lot like the 2 of coins, you know, if you know that card in the traditional tarot where someone is juggling something. But in this deck, this is the High Priestess. And she kind of juggles. She kind of has that balance element to her between the practical and the spiritual realm, right? So she's got both of those to kind of tap into. And she finds that kind of center point. When it's reversed, I feel like we're focusing on the High Priestess multitasking in some way, because it does look like that 2 of coins. But I feel like maybe this is about trust issues, or it could be trust issues. It could be difficulties in communicating, or some sort of hidden information. Sometimes the High Priestess represents a hidden person, a hidden woman, some sort of secret. Okay, so sometimes when she shows up in a reading, depending on the other cards, she can indicate another woman, somebody in the relationship you don't know about. But in this case, I feel like she's directly connected here to the 2 of clubs, and you can see people sort of you know, they've got some fire between them, right? There's a couple and there's some fire in between them. When it's reversed, I almost feel like there's some sort of difficulty communicating with one another, or some sort of maybe fear in communicating with one another, or some sort of fear or doubt around change that's coming up. Okay, there's definitely this back and forth energy. I feel like maybe this could represent you and your energy, see how you feel about it. But if this is resonating, this could be you sort of struggling with self-doubt or fears, trying to kind of like find that balance and make a choice to not be afraid when you meet this person and go for it. Because I kind of feel like that's what this reading is saying. It's saying like, you have something you're struggling with within, whether it's you're not trusting your intuition, or you're not trusting your decisions, you're not trusting yourself in some way, because, you know, you're holding in your fears, you're holding in your doubts instead of working them out. That's where the choice comes in with this partnership. I feel like the choice is yours. I feel like you have a choice to make, and it's really not about 2 people. I mean, it could be. I don't know what your situation is or will be at that time, but what it feels more like is you are going to face a choice about whether or not to allow your self-doubt or allow your fear of change to block you from connecting with, and here he is, the King of Hearts. Now, who wouldn't want to connect with the King of Hearts? I mean, maybe if you don't like fish, you wouldn't. I mean, in this deck, look at this. This guy is literally covered in them. But that's showing a very strong connection to Pisces energy. He's a captain, you know, he's connected to the sea, and all of that water is connected to his emotional strength, right? He's a really compassionate guy. This is somebody who cares about other people. Okay, he could literally be a captain. He could literally own a boat, but it's really more about this person who has a deep, deep well of emotion. Much like that Pisces energy, he can connect to the depths of emotion. So maybe that's not easy for you at first, and maybe you have to kind of struggle with your own stuff in order to communicate better with him. Okay, because sometimes we hold stuff in. If we're freaked out by something, sometimes we're afraid to show our true selves and we keep it to ourselves, right? So I see what's coming next here as a big opportunity for you to sort of overcome some of your fears around relationship, because you're going to have someone come in who's going to be so open and so available that it kind of forces you to do the same. So you might have to have some tough conversations and bite the bullet and go for it, because that's what I feel like your reading today is saying. You're going to have to bite the bullet and go for it. This person is loyal. They're committed. I would say be open to him, because he's a very open person. I don't see anything negative here. I think he's an emotionally mature, available person, okay? I think he could be a Pisces. I think he is very, very compassionate and very romantic, right? He's the King of Hearts. I mean, he's romantic. Okay. So interesting, because the choice is really yours. Are you going to let your fears and insecurities get in the way? Maybe in a past connection, for some of you, this is really talking about another woman, and so there was some cheating or something, and so you are kind of holding that against, or that blocks you from really opening up again, which is absolutely understandable. But this is what I see. I see someone coming in who's going to give you an opportunity to sort of unlock those fears and express yourself. Okay? But let's see what else we have about this connection. Anything else number 2 needs? And also you are number 2 and you got 2 2s, so that's kind of fun. What else do you have? Light up. Yeah, see? This person is going to open you up. It's going to make you happy. It's like coming in and just turning the lights on, right? So maybe you're not even aware of this, and this person kind of brings it up and makes you aware of it. Kind of like turning the lights on in a room when it's dark. Then all of a sudden you're like, oh, now I see. Yeah. So this is about a past connection or something that broke up, someone that, you know, some part of you that feels fragmented from this. That's why it's hard, and that's why this is a choice for you. Do you want to have this conversation? Do you want to let this past stuff kind of hold you back? Yeah, messy. So it, you know, this isn't going to be like, you know, a kind of, I don't know what the word is. Well, messy explains itself. It's like, listen, the emotions are all over the place, and that's okay. This is an opportunity to get all of that straightened out, right? The bed's a mess. Well, you can make it. It's okay. It doesn't mean it has to stay a mess. Sometimes, and I just want to say this, I don't know who this is for, but sometimes we tend to think and feel that whatever has happened in the past will always happen in the future, and that is not true. So I'm here to tell you that's not true. And I think that someone needed to hear that, okay? Ooh, Libra. Maybe a Libra needed to hear that. But Libra is also connected to marriage, long-term relationships, and partnerships, okay? There could also be a Libra involved here, could be a romantic Libra male, if you could be a Libra. But this is also about that romance, which Libras love. They're Venus ruled, the roses, gifts, you know, romantic gestures, all that kind of thing. All right, so, okay, before I move on to the Astro Dice, and I'm also going to pull letters and initials because I think that will be really interesting. I'm going to get an advice card or an overall for you before we move on. Ah, look at this. Ooh, I love this card as advice. And I feel like it's so powerful. This is the Six of Swords. The advice here, as you can see, is she is in a boat. She's got all her things with her. She's moving on. She's leaving behind this rough storm, and she's going towards calm waters. So the advice here is to move on, to let go of whatever you've been juggling with or dealing with that's broken and messy, and moving towards something that isn't, something that offers you a nice, beautiful, calm waters. And isn't it interesting that you're in a boat and you have the King of Hearts, this water king, the King of Cups, the Pisces energy, the captain. Oh my God, he has a captain hat on. You're in a boat. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. And look what's there. She's using like a wand or a club here to move herself along, which we have right there. See that? How amazing. Okay, so it's time to open up. It's time to forget about the past messy stuff and move towards this King of Cups, the captain. He's not gonna steer you wrong, okay? How exciting. Okay, let's roll the Astro Dice. See what other signs and symbols come up for you, and then I'm gonna pull you some letters and initials. Okay, Scorpio, there's water energy, but it's also about endings and letting go. Mars is movement and change. Time to get in the boat. And the fifth house is love, creativity, romance, right? It's about children. It's about connecting with the inner child and having fun. Okay, so now let's get you some initials and letters. Ooh, we've got quite a few. G, M, N, D, I, H, N, X. Maybe that's what we're leaving behind. L, A, N. Okay. I actually see a name spelled out, but I'm not going to say it because this is really about you connecting with your inner knowing, with your intuition. And this can be a name, it could be initials of someone, it can be a word, it can be something that just has meaning to you. That's like some sort of signal that you need. So trust that, okay? That's your reading. Yay! Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. All those things are super important to me. I can't keep my channel going without that support. Write your comments below. Say hi. Let me know what you thought of today's reading. Also, there's a green heart in the description box if you want to leave me a tip and donate to my channel so that I can improve it, buy new equipment, maybe even do live on, you know, face, seeing. Go ahead and do that today. I am sending you so much love, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great one. Hey, number 3, you chose the turquoise stone today, and we are going to look at your messages about what's coming next in love. Okay, so we have the Strength card. Beautiful. Wow, and the Sun. Another major arcana. Ooh, and Temperance. Okay, so you've got ding, ding, ding. You have 3 major arcana. What does that mean? That means that most likely what we're looking at here is some sort of major life change. The major arcana really talk about our spiritual lessons, okay? So let's break it down one by one. It shows me that you have some big shift coming when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships. Maybe you have never been in one and this is going to be your first true love. Maybe, you know, things have gone really bad and now you're going to connect with someone who's positive. It's really about something major shifting in your life. And for you, we're talking about love today. So that's exciting. Let's start with the Strength card. So you can see this is a lion. The Strength card is really connected to an intense, passionate relationship. Something where there is very strong emotions. It can also be very strong and passionate personalities. So you might find yourself tangling with a lion because you're a lion too, you know, and in the traditional tarot, you see the girl sort of, you know, able to kind of open the lion's mouth and not be afraid to do so. So it's like two people that are equal, that are both really, really kind of assertive energies coming together, but finding that balance, right? Not overpowering and not trying to dominate one another, but finding like respect and balance. But it's a lot of passion and a lot of fire here, but I'll get to all that. Okay, so this is also connected to the sign Leo, and so is the Sun card. Okay, so actually just in general, we have Leo and Sag energies coming through, but we'll talk about that in a minute. All fire. So that's why I said there's a lot of fire here, a lot of passion. Okay, so then right at the center, we have the beautiful, joyful, positive, contented Sun card, which is all about embracing your inner light, shining in relationship, feeling happy, feeling like things are great, fun. Like there's nothing negative here. This looks really, really good, okay? This is about your charisma, your partner's charisma, and that's what is attracting you to one another. I feel like there's a very, very strong attraction here. A lot, by the way, this is the card of pregnancy, and so this is something that could be possible for you in the future. It's also about engagements and weddings. I definitely see kind of an opportunity for some big stuff coming up for you. Or if you're older, maybe there's a connection to celebrating that with, you know, someone in your life, or going to a wedding, or going to an engagement party, okay? But our final card is Temperance, but it's reversed, okay? So what I see here is excitement, energy, passion, and then, maybe it's moving too fast. I have to be careful. So there could be this feeling of needing to find your balance because you're a little overwhelmed, right? Here she is finding her balance. This is a balance between fire and water. So there could be some water signs involved here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, Sag, Aries. But really it's about finding balance, okay? And I feel like this is maybe a big karmic lesson or a big karmic connection for you. I feel like there could be some extremes here where you have to kind of not love bomb or maybe be the recipient of love bombing. But there's going to be intensity, okay? So for some of you, there's definitely a message of, like, let's say, for example, you're someone who's an all or nothing person in relationship, like either they do this or they're out. You know, it's very black and white for you. And it's like, you're either all in or you're out. And I feel like it's an extreme situation that you have to learn how to navigate. And so, I feel like if that's you, if you're like, you know what, that is actually me. I am that way. And once I'm in, I'm all in, and I'm very passionate, and I expect my partner to be the same and all of that. And I think you're going to have that. But I also think that there's a message here about impatience and wanting things to happen a certain way, and that maybe you have to listen before you act. you know? So it's like, before you cut this person out, listen, try to find that balance. Don't try to overpower, and also don't allow anyone to overpower you. So if you're on the receiving end of this energy, I would say to you, don't allow your partner to overpower you. Don't allow them to love bomb you. Don't allow them to force you into a speed at a relationship that you're not comfortable with, okay? So this is about finding that balance. I'm not saying there's anything negative here. I don't think it's a case of, you know, somebody that doesn't have good intentions. These are beautiful cards. I think it's just a really important relationship. So sometimes you have to be patient. Sometimes you have to be willing to work through it. And if you aren't, or if your partner isn't willing to, then it's not going to work, you know? So that's what I see here. Okay. But yeah, major life change, major spiritual lessons, three majors. So it's major, major, major. And it definitely feels like it's going to be intense, and you're going to know it. So if you're like, oh, well, is this, you know, I met this person, I'm not sure this is them, but it kind of feels like it. No, you wouldn't ask me that. You'd be like, oh yeah, I know exactly who this is. So I feel like this is something coming in the future, and you're going to, believe me, you're going to think back to this reading and go, oh yeah, Maureen was right. Let's see what else. It's not one you're going to miss. Let's put it that way. See, look at this together. It's natural. It fits. It's going to work. Okay. It just feels comfortable too. There's an intensity. Like I said, if this is a big having children card. So if you are not interested in doing that, just be aware of what I said, because it may happen whether you like it or not. This is a very, very powerful reading today. Okay. So you want to find that balance, and if you have to slow things down, you slow them down. Okay. So here we have clean slate and tune out. Kind of interesting. So this is telling me that there could be some naysayers around you. There could be some jealous people. This is a clean slate for you. This is a fresh beginning. This is a new start. So tune out anybody that has anything to say about, well, you remember so-and-so, or, you know, in the past, you know, put up with this and look what happened. And don't listen to that. Tune out. Okay, just trust your intuition and find your own sense of balance. Okay, tune out. You just need to tune into yourself and get that inner knowing and that intuition at a point where you trust it. Okay, let's see what else we have. Anything else about this connection for number 3? Moonchild. Okay, so that is water energy, Cancer, sun, moon, rising. Okay, so that's also a connection to your intuition, to your inner knowing. See the water here? And that's so interesting because remember I said the Temperance card is all about finding the balance between fire and water. And you have 2 fire cards here, and you have the balance of fire and water with a water card here. So this is about getting those emotions in check, not overreacting, not getting impatient, and like I said, talk, listen. You know, if it moves too fast, you know, slow it down. Listen to your intuition, trust yourself. But also don't get impatient if the other person needs time or the other person wants to slow things down. So you have to find that balance depending on who you are in this connection. But it's fire and water. That's beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to get you an advice card before we move on. I'm going to pull initials also and letters for you because I think that would be really fun. And we'll roll the astro dice. Okay, but first let's get your advice card. What does number 3 need today? What advice do you need about this connection? interesting. Okay, look at this. So you've got the 10 of Wands here. You notice that the Lion has a wand in their mouth, and now we have someone with 10 here. This is a major shift and change. There is an ending happening before this new beginning, because, you know, after the 10 comes the Ace. But this is about, and you have the 9 here, which is the Sun card. This is about sharing the burden, having someone in your life who you can balance. Look at how this person's balancing all of the struggles, all of the things that you are having a hard time with. This is somebody who's going to help you with that. So you want to allow them the room to do that, okay? Yeah, it feels like the person coming in is going to really be helpful for you. Like I said, this is a major shift and change in your life. And maybe you haven't met somebody who's really your equal. You haven't met somebody who's really there as a 50-50 partner. But that's what's important here. So you have to allow each other to be there and do the things that help. You can't just do everything yourself, and you can't sort of steamroll over someone. You have to allow them to be themselves too. And if you do that, there's a lot of room for success. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of passion here. Okay, so let's roll the Astro dice. Share the burdens here. That's what that is. You don't have to do everything yourself. Leo, look at that. Leo with the Sun card and the Strength card. 8th house. The 8th house is about sharing resources. It's about money from other people. It's about intimacy and being really, really connected with someone. And then Saturn. Saturn's doing the work, right? That's that energy of, if you have to slow it down, you do, because there is long-term potential here, okay? Now, how about some letters? I feel like we need them. Letters and initials for number 3. You have L, A, E, E, E. Wow, a lot of E's. T, W, C, H, and B. Okay, so use these to really kind of dig in with that intuition and ignite that inner knowing. This could spell a name, it could spell a place, it could just trigger some sort of word or something in you. Trust that, okay? That's your message. That's your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Write your comments below. I need you to say hi and let me know where you're listening from. I have to connect with you guys in order to keep going. So please let me know what you thought of today's reading. Also, there's a green heart below. Go ahead and click that if you'd like to leave a tip or donation to my channel. Thank you, thank you. I got one this week. I really appreciate you. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you all soon. Take care.